Hi, I'm Dave Coach from aeroMedia Aviation Photography, and today I'm here to talk a little bit about what you can expect when you give us a call to come shoot your aircraft. Well, first off, whether you call me or send an email, I'm going to be asking you some questions to sort of set the stage for what we are going to do, and that is an important part of it. It's a we, it's not me. We're going to work together on this. So what I need to know from you, obviously, is the plane and where it's at and what sort of access we're going to have. Is it going to be in a hangar? Is it going to be on a ramp? Is it going to be able to be moved? Are we going to have an APU or some sort of shore power so that we can power it up? I'll need to know when you need it done. I'll need to know how you're going to use the images, because one doesn't shoot a charter the same way one shoots a plane for sale. Each have different objectives. I'll need to know what's important and what's special about that plane to you. And that's your chance to really brag about the aircraft. But most of all, I need to know what's in your mind. What are you thinking? Are there pictures you've seen that show the sort of picture that you want to get from me? And from all this, I can kind of scope out where you're going. You don't have to put it in photographic terms. That's my job. That's what I do. But if you can show me examples of things that you've seen, or just the feelings that you've gotten from the pictures that you've seen, you let me know, and I will turn those into pictures for you. So once I get that and I get a basic idea and we've got you on the schedule, I'm going to look at the airport and the ramps and all that with Google Maps and anything else I can to get a feel for that airport if I haven't been there before. There's a lot of airports I know where the good places are. There's other ones I've never been to. So I'll do my homework and find out where it would be best to shoot that aircraft from. And then once I do that, I'll start figuring out what I want to do, what time of day would be better. You know, if the sun sets over here and it's not very pretty, we'll try for a sunrise shot or something like that. If the aircraft can't leave the hangar, we'll deal with that. Next thing I'm going to want to do is do a walk around of the full aircraft, either in the hangar or on the ramp where it is. If it's on the ramp and we can move it, I'll want to walk over to where we think we're going to move it and start working out sight lines and all that. If that's the same day as the shoot, you know, it may be a fairly condensed walk around. It may just take 10 minutes. But if it's the day before, and we're doing something like staging or things like that, it might be a lot more involved. If we are staging it, I will want to come in the day before so that I can do a walkthrough of the cabin also. I'll want to see what the colors are and what the lighting is like and what I can expect the windows to be like and what I can expect for a feel for that aircraft, so that I can spend the rest of that day buying up props to work in that aircraft. That may be food, that may be books, that may be magazines, that may be a computer, that may be silverware and glasses and cutlery and things like that. Basically, we'll sit around and we'll discuss what is going to make that aircraft pop, and then we'll try and get that on board for you. Then comes the shoot itself. I will generally work around the outside of the aircraft as much as possible if we're shooting exteriors. If we're shooting in a hangar, we can still shoot exteriors. I've shot many planes in a hangar and made it look good. So that's not a strike. Then we'll go into the interior and work through that. Sometimes we'll have couches that get made out into beds. We'll have to arrange for that. Generally, I'll start from the front of the plane and work to the back. Start with maybe the cockpit, get that all worked out, and then move through the first cabin, the galley, the forward lav, the crew area, and then through the different spaces across the aircraft. It really depends on what you need and what the purpose of the shoot is. We'll work our way back, and then any special needs or anything like that, we'll talk about, we'll shoot, and then we'll be done. After the shoot, generally you're going to want one or two pictures really quick. I can rush those out to you and give you a picture or two if you need that for marketing or something like that. But probably the most important thing to keep in mind is each of my images is made up from 10, 15, 20 images. No one single image is going to be representative of how that final image is going to look. I've had more than one occasion where I've sent my proofs and I've sent a representative image, and the client has said, "Oh, I might have hired the wrong photographer. I thought you were better than this." Well, keep that in mind when you get your proofs. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to just be there for you to look at the composition and go, yeah, that's one we need, that's one we don't need. Once I have your pics from those proofs, I'll then edit those. My edits take between 30 minutes and 2 hours per shot. So it's not something I want to put 2 hours into for you to go, no, we don't need that picture. So I will send you proofs that don't have a lot of work done to them in hopes that you can look through that and just look at the composition and decide that that's the one that you want. Then within a week to 2 weeks, you'll have your images back and you'll be ready to go. I feel very, very proud of the images that I've made, and I hope that comes through. I think there's nothing more beautiful than great photography, and I feel like aviation gives me a chance to express my inner artist while shooting some of the most beautiful aircraft on earth. I feel extremely lucky to be able to do what I do. So that's kind of the nature of how things work when we come out. I hope that works for you. If you have questions or anything, please give me a call or send me an email. I'm Dave Coach from aeroMedia, and may your next shoot be your best shoot.